So let's continue our brainstorming and see where we can find inspiration elsewhere. A lot of people think that you don't start reading until after you've found your topic, but a lot of people, let's say everybody actually, has to do some reading in order to figure out what they're interested in. And we've got a lot of different tools that we can help you with. What I would recommend is starting with magazines. And we have a great magazine collection in the library. Magazine writing is probably the closest model that you have to the senior project paper that you're going to be writing. So not only will you be able to browse a lot of different topics, but you can also get a sense of the style of writing you're sort of aiming for here. Last year, a student noticed a lot of stories being written on the sort of science of happiness and optimism. One of those stories talked about the writer's experience using this app, which helps you sort of monitor your moods and keep track of your sort of happiness. The student then found this book in the library about someone who actually spent a year trying to improve their happiness, and that all this contributed to the paper that she wrote at the end of the year about this idea about where does happiness come from and how can we increase our happiness. So if you can't come into the library and look at our magazines, you can actually browse them online by just clicking on this link on our library webpage. And this will give you a page of all the magazines we subscribe to, and so you can look through there and click on any of these to see what content they have, because they post most of the content online. If you can't get access to all the content, you can come into the library and we can do that. So there's lots of interesting articles that you'll find here, and so you just sort of browse through these until you find something that catches your interest. Another place you can look for magazines is through our databases. Databases are basically a collection of online magazines, and so it gives you access to a lot of content that the magazine site might not give you access to. And the best place to go for that is using the Gale Student Resource Center and Opposing Viewpoints databases. So if you click on this link, you'll get this page. What I would recommend, because you're going to have to find an issue at some point that has multiple perspectives, is start with opposing viewpoints and context. So I would actually click on this link right here, which will take you to the opposing viewpoints and context page. Now this page has a place where you can browse issues. You see on the top bar there. And if you click on that, you can see it's a long list of all these different issues in which they've gathered tons of different point of view essays from magazines, newspapers, academic journals. So you can see there's a lot of great kind of interesting topics here that you might see and might give you an idea about something you want to write about and do for your senior project. The pages look like this, and so you can see they gather all the viewpoints at the top, and then below you'll see all the articles that have appeared in magazines over the years, and you can scroll through this and get a sense of different issues related to a topic that you may be interested in. So for your next task, what I would like you to do is find 5 magazine articles on topics that interest you, either by coming into the library or using some of the online links that I just showed you, and write the title of the magazine and the title of the article for this task.